For years, I was the dependable one, the go-to person, the one who stayed late when everyone else went home. I worked late nights, weekends, missed birthdays, anniversaries, family dinners, moments I knew I'd never get back, but I told myself it was worth it. I was building something, a reputation, a future. I thought my hard work would speak for itself. Dedication and quality, that was what mattered. Then one day, during a company-wide meeting, hundreds of people on the call, cameras on, executives watching, my boss clicked to the next slide, and there it was, my project, my research, my design, my work, except he presented it as his own. He didn't even hesitate. Everyone applauded him, people congratulated him in the chat. Leadership nodded approvingly, and I said nothing. Not because I was weak, not because I was scared, but because something in me whispered, not yet. I wish I could say it happened only once, but it didn't. For weeks, he kept doing it. Emails, presentations, reports. My name never appeared, but my work did. Co-workers noticed. Some pulled me aside. You need to speak up. This isn't right. He's taking advantage of you. I went to HR. They listened politely, nodded, and said the phrase every employee dreads, "Let's wait and see." So I waited. Not because I trusted HR, but because I trusted myself. I started documenting everything. Every version, every timestamp, every email, every draft, every message where he asked me to polish this up real quick, or put something together before the meeting. I didn't argue. I didn't confront him. I didn't warn him. I just watched and documented. A quiet, steady voice said, "Not yet." It was clarity in the middle of a storm. I let him have his moment, knowing it would not be the last word on the matter. The pattern became predictable. I would finish a complex analysis and send it to him for review. The next day, I'd see my charts and conclusions in a presentation to the entire department, my name nowhere. He'd say, "I was thinking about this over the weekend, and I came up with a new approach." The approach was always the one we had discussed the day before: professional gaslighting. He made me feel like I was imagining things, even with evidence in front of me. Two people I trusted pulled me aside, burnt coffee in the air.
Why don't you say something?
This is not right. He is taking complete advantage of you.
They meant well. Their concern pushed me to take a step I had been avoiding. I scheduled a meeting with HR.
Let's wait and see if it continues.
That phrase is the corporate equivalent of a dead end, he said, she said. I didn't trust HR to fix this. I realized I was on my own, but I trusted myself, so I started to document everything. Emails, drafts, versions, metadata, notes. It became my second job, a silent project behind my daily tasks. He faced no consequences, only praise. He took credit from me and other junior teammates. I was no longer just hurt, angry. I was determined. If the system wouldn't protect me, I'd use its rules. What matters is what can be proven. My plan wasn't revenge. It was ensuring the truth was recorded, securely and irrefutably. I stopped waiting for rescue and started building my own lifeboat, one piece of evidence at a time. My documentation process became a ritual, 15 minutes every evening to organize my project records, stored on a personal cloud drive, not the company server, every email thread saved as PDFs, every draft labeled with dates and versions, screenshots of metadata, original author, me, last, modified, dates. I logged time sent, who was in the room, when he presented my work. I did not argue or send passive-aggressive emails. I stayed dependable and quiet. When he asked me to get it ready, I got it ready. When he said, "Make it shine," I made it shine. My silence was my shield, and my keyboard was my sword. Weeks turned into months. He kept taking credit, collecting applause. My file grew. Spreadsheets, presentations, design files, communication logs, meticulously organized. Then one Monday morning, internal audit, mandatory participation required. My heart skipped a beat. A full review of 6 months. Budgets not matching outcomes. Unrealistic timelines. Confusing deliverables. A knot of anxiety formed, followed by profound readiness. I had the records. I had the proof. A complete, verifiable history. My boss panicked. Emergency meetings, rushed messages. Pull together whatever you can. I need all the source files ASAP. He'd deleted old versions, renamed files with his name. He had erased the trail he now needed. He had no idea how much he'd erased, and how much I had saved. He tried to reconstruct a puzzle after throwing away the most important pieces, a house on sand, and the tide was coming in fast. I was ready. The day of the audit felt like walking into a courtroom, 3 senior executives, 2 compliance officers, bright lights, no shadows. My boss walked in confident, but his eyes told a different story.
Who created this model?
He stumbled. Our team developed it. I led the effort.
Where is the original version of this file? Why does the metadata show edits from multiple accounts, with the final version saved by you minutes before the presentation?
He contradicted himself, named people who never worked on it, spoke faster, flushed. The room grew quiet. His frantic energy was deafening, and then they turned to me. I took a slow breath. I stood up. I connected my laptop. I did not raise my voice. I can walk you through the entire version history. I showed the very first draft, my notes dated 6 months prior. I clicked through the evolution, timestamps, emails where I'd sent the first drafts for feedback, file properties, original author, me, primary editor on every key document, then the chats, finish this, work your magic, make it shine before he presented. October 15th, 9:05 a.m., sent final draft of the Q3 model. He presented it as his own at 11 a.m. a.m. The silence was heavy, revealing, undeniable. I didn't accuse, I didn't argue, I handed over everything. The truth spoke for itself. This is a serious breach of conduct. He wasn't looking at me, he was looking at my boss. There was nothing left to discuss. He left with slumped shoulders. They thanked me for thorough records and said they'd be in touch. 2 weeks later, not a meeting, an offer. Effective immediately. I was promoted to the role I'd worked toward for years. More responsibility, more visibility, a significant pay increase. My name officially on my work. People congratulated me. Some admired my calm approach, others said they would have exploded long before I did, but I knew something they didn't. Sometimes the loudest move is silence, backed by evidence. Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud, dramatic, or public. Sometimes the best revenge is documented. My boss? He was pursuing opportunities elsewhere. Corporate for, fired. The long nights paid off, just not in the way I expected. If you work in a team, keep your own records. Save your early drafts and emails. Check version history regularly. Name files with clear dates. Keep a private notebook. Take screenshots of assigned threads. Store copies where only you control. Personal cloud. External hard drive. Prepared, not paranoid. Without proof, your claim may be dismissed as emotional or angry. With proof, you don't need to shout. Facts are clear. Facts are calm. Facts are persuasive. Evidence is your strongest advocate. Hold on to your dignity. Keep your evidence. Choose your moment wisely. Quiet power, undeniable proof. If you've dealt with a workplace thief or credit stealer, you're not alone. Start a file. Log the dates. Save your versions. Be calm. Let your record do the talking. Please share what you would have done if you were in a similar situation in the comments. If you want more real workplace stories like this, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment and turn on notifications. There's a whole library of stories coming your way.